Hey, this is Anne Marie from 91.7 VMFM, and I'm talking to Matt Giraud, fifth place finalist on American Idol Season 8, who is now pursuing a solo music career. And it's been a good year for Matt so far. His duet with Anna Wilson, You Don't Know Me, recently reached #1 on the jazz chart on iTunes. So, Matt, how would you describe your music?
How would I describe my music? I would say it's a mixture of like blues and soul and rock and roll, and that rhymes. And and I would just say that there's like a lot of piano, there's jazz influences, but I like to rock out too. Yeah.
And where does your musical inspiration come from? Are there any times that you feel like you just have to force yourself to write, even if you're not really feeling it?
Yeah, I mean, as musicians, I think that we're lazy most of the time, and we just like to play music, but it's like a job, just like if someone the way I see it is if someone can get up and work from 9 to 5, then I can get up and write a song, it's my inspiration sometimes just comes from my schedule, I have to go. I have to write with someone, and sometimes you make magic, and sometimes you write songs that you don't really like, but you're like, maybe someone else can sing this song. So, yeah, my inspiration just comes from my work ethic. Yeah.
Cool. And you don't just sing and write, you also play the piano. How and when did that start?
I've been playing piano for about 2 weeks. No, I'm just kidding. I've been playing piano since I was about 18. I was in high school last year, and I took a little beginner's keyboard class, but I didn't take it to learn anything. I just took it so I could play piano for an hour a day. And so I started to, I just disappear into the back room and just play music and just teach myself. And so I've been playing for about 6 years now.
And you have so many great original songs, especially one of my favorites is I Miss You Tonight. Do you have any plans to release a single or EP in the near future?
I am definitely working on that part. It's at that point where you just have to, figure out the right songs, make sure you're picking the right songs that represent you best. And, so I have about 15 songs under my belt, and I just want to keep writing and make sure that my album is really strong, because a lot of people think that American Idol contestants are going to come out and just put out something that's just kind of okay. If they didn't get signed right out the door. So I want to put out some great music, and I think I'm on my way to doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I know you just played in Grand Rapids a little over a week ago. Do you have any other shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm on February 20th. I'm doing the intermission halftime or whatever at the Grand Rapids Griffins game at Van Andel. So that should be exciting. We're doing 2 songs. And so people should come out and check that out. And then I also have the Gilmore Keyboard Festival on April 21st in Kalamazoo. I'm playing there at Shennery Hall, and tickets are almost gone for that. So people should come on out.
Cool. And I know a lot of people from all across the country have come to see your solo shows. What's it like going from being just your average guy to all of a sudden being on American Idol, having millions of people watch and vote for you each week, and now having people follow you on Twitter and everything?
I'm just so thankful. I'm so thankful for, the people that actually come out and support and, the fans. And, my last show, I was just like, I want to meet everybody who came. It was crazy. And, they said no one ever does this. But after the show was over, we went out and we met. And I sat there, me and my band, and we met about 900 people.
Oh, wow.
We walked them through. It was crazy. But I just want to meet everyone and thank everyone for coming out. It's such a big deal for me. And, I'm still an average guy. I haven't changed that much. So I'm just thankful.
So what's the nicest thing a fan has ever said to you or done for you?
I guess, the fans always, they're fans, so they say all kinds of nice things, and they, really touches your heart. And but sometimes, this one little girl came up to me at my last show. I think she was probably 6 years old, and she was with her mom, and she came up and she was like, you're the best singer ever, I've ever heard. And it was like it was pretty cute, stuff like that. It makes me smile. So, yeah, I mean, all the fans have done a lot of nice things. They put so much time into like making books and websites and collages and promoting you. It's just amazing. So,
how do you think like technology such as Twitter or Ustreaming has affected like the relationship between artists and fans?
It's very important now. I've even heard of record labels like forcing their artists to be on Twitter now, because it's just like, it makes fans feel close to you. They can get your updates to their phone and stuff like that. In the days of like when MySpace was like the top dog, it was just like, that was great for getting your music out there, for getting your ideas out there and what you're doing in a little bit less formal way. I think Twitter is great, and it's a good thing. It's a good way to self-express and kind of keep a conversation going between you and your fans. So.
Yeah, and you have awesome bubble tweets, by the way.
He said, "Bubble tweet, yeah, thank you."
And finally, who or what are you a huge fan of?
What am I a huge fan of?
Yes.
A lot of stuff. I mean, I guess I developed what I say is like I grew up loving different types of music at different times times in my life. So when I was young, I was like gospel Christian music, like fanatic, and I still love it, and it still moves me. And then I got into jazz in college. I studied a lot of jazz, and Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Nat King Cole. And then as I moved down, I started getting into rock and roll. I started to get into like indie stuff, and started getting into like the Kooks and Paulo Nutini and like The Feeling and Ryan Adams. Like just all these different artists just affect me. They all influence me. Gavin DeGraw, John Legend, all those guys. So obviously a lot of piano players, singers. I usually like those a lot. And all music influences me. I'm never going to go out and say I'm a jazz guy or I'm a pop guy. It's just it all influences me, and I appreciate it all. Chris Allen used to make fun of me. Chris Allen would be like, there's no music you don't like. I was like, well, I don't like heavy metal that much. So, yeah, I like all music.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who supports me, and thank you to you for interviewing me, and, everyone out there that believes in me still. And
thanks for listening. Keep it locked to 91.7 VMFM.